Okay, it is the 28th of July today, and I've gotten a few things. First of all, this Bad Guys 2 cup. I got the Mr. Wolf one, because of course I did. Now, unfortunately, all the ones that these, at the time of recording this, only seem to be available at View cinemas. No popcorn buckets or anything like this. This is literally it. That and Odeon has temporary tattoos for the Bad Guys 2, and View has these cups, which aren't advertised anywhere on their website, but that's literally it. Thing is, you notice he's quite bent. All of them were. Though there is a nice easy way to sort this out, and that is basically the boiling water trick, where basically you can skip this in boiling water for a second and then reshape him to, you know, make him less like he's about to fall over. But yeah, overall very happy. Not bad. Yeah, this was £4, this cup. You don't get anything in here because again, just like the other stuff sold at cinemas these days, this is not food safe. Again, I was told this. Basically, if I wanted a drink, it would be an additional £4. So yeah, basically, so absolutely not. I just bought the cup. Speaking of which, Mr. Wolf, something I bought yesterday at Toy Fair was this plush, and it is an official one. I got this there for £5. It was meant to be £6, but I bartered it down. And yeah, I think he looks pretty good, pretty happy with him. I've seen him a lot floating around on eBay as well. He's made, I believe, by the same company who made the recent Shrek plush and Puss in Boots plush and everything. There is another plush of Mr. Wolf I've seen where they've done him in grey. He looks different from this. He looks actually a lot slimmer and less plush-like this one is. It's quite firm actually. But they've done him in grey instead of brown. Yeah. I don't know if that one's a bootleg of that one. I don't know. Or maybe it was like a prototype and some fuckwuckery happened. Anyway, this is a package which is my mum's, though I will be ripping it to put on her phone for Music Magpie. And it is not one but two Darren Hayes CDs. These are on a 2 for £3 on Music Magpie, and I've yet to listen to really any of Darren Hayes' solo work. I may like it, I don't know. But if you don't know who Darren Hayes is, he was basically the singer from Savage Garden, who then went off to have a successful solo career now. Speaking of the hard drive that failed, in fact I've actually got it with us. This one. Speaking of that, what was interesting is obviously one of the CDs that I ripped was Darren Hayes' album Spin, which my mum literally got 3 weeks ago, and she's lost that CD because I wanted to re-rip it to, you know, get the FLAC files. Still got the MP3 files, but not the FLAC files. Lost them. She can't find it. And when I asked her, where did you last see it, she said, oh, I last saw it on the floor. Which just shows how much she doesn't give a shit about anything, basically. It just ends up on the floor. So, yeah. I will be ripping these CDs. Oh, they always do this. They put them that way up. And I've learned the reason they do is to signify, oh yeah, they've been checked. The problem is, if you do that, it's more likely they're going to get scratched. Oh, they didn't do it with this one. Didn't do it with that one. This one does have a cracked case. Anyway, the last thing, which is, I've been sitting here a few days. Can't show you the box. Mainly because it's got my address posted all over it. On literally every side. It's not a very interesting thing, but it's something I got which, you know, is necessary. So this is an 8 terabyte WD external hard drive, and yeah, I'm going to be going back to using powered ones from now on, generally, for the most part. Like I've backed, and also I'm going to do what I should have been doing the whole time, is back up as I go along, rather than when I transfer from hard drive to hard drive, back up as I go along. But yeah, this is one of WD's recertified drives, and basically, you know, obviously it's just their way of seeing refurbished and that, but since it comes from WD, and I've never had a problem with any of their recertified drives, I've literally had them for years. You know, haven't had a problem buying them. This was £105. Now, the problem I had, and why I stopped getting them for a while, the plug-in ones, as in ones that plug into the wall, ran out of sockets. I ran out of plug sockets, but then I realised that, hang on a minute, the older drives that I've got plugged in here, a couple of them that are powered ones, like this, I don't really use them. I really don't use them. So I could just unplug them. In fact, not even have to unplug them from the wall. Just unplug their power and USB connectors and plug them into the new drive, and there you go. Or I could have this one completely separately. I don't know whether I'm going to have this one be a main drive or a backup drive. I don't know. But what I'm going to be doing, I'll actually put this back in the box actually for now. What I'm going to be doing from now on, every month, is I am going to be probably buying a new external hard drive every month until I can basically back up everything, because I realised I should really be doing that, because there was stuff that I didn't back up before which I've never really gotten full backups of, that I could be getting backups of. For example, all my ripped Blu-rays and stuff like that. And the reason I didn't back them up beforehand is simply because, well, I've got the physical discs. That was the backup. But as I've gone on, as you know, less and less stuff gets physical releases, I've got a lot of stuff that on there which is downloads of things. Yeah, they're pirate copies. I know. Including stuff like remember Final Space? Yeah. For the longest time, Season 3, the only way you could watch it was basically through a pirate copy. That went for Seasons 1 and 2, but I do actually have a physical Blu-ray of that. An official one. The official one. Because there are a lot of people doing the bootlegs. But, yeah. Speaking of something else, I should get back to this, actually. So I didn't unbox this properly, if you remember. This is Cher's latest greatest hits at the time of recording. Cher Forever Classics limited edition Sea Blue vinyl. This is the Amazon exclusive version. There are 3 different versions from what I'm aware of. There's the clear one, which is like the standard one. There's the red one, which is the HMV exclusive one. And then there's the blue one, which is the Amazon one. And this one I got off eBay. And it was £13, free postage. And as you can see, it's got a nasty bend right there in it. And, you know, the fact that it was on the front. And it's harder to show on camera because it's a very reflective surface. But to the naked eye, you can instantly see that. And, yeah. Wasn't happy because it wasn't shown like that in the photo. I wasn't sure that wasn't the reason it was cheap. There seemed to be, for some reason, a load of these on eBay for very cheap. Like, all of them were like 15 quid or under. Yet this is still on Amazon for £30 at the time of recording. Don't know. Maybe they all fell off a truck. Maybe they were stolen. Who knows? Anyway, I messaged the seller initially, and they said, "Oh, well, open it and just see if the record works then." It's just like, well, no. I told them I'm not opening it. I would like to, return it, because that's what I wanted to do, return it. And eventually I convinced them to allow me to return it, and basically they never sent a postage label. And eBay gave me my money back already. Now, they never even asked. I think they probably thought about it and thought, hang on, if I have to pay, because they had to pay the postage sending it out, and then if they have to pay sending it back, it probably wasn't worth it to them because of that. So I'm guessing that's the reason why. So essentially, I've gotten this for free. So yeah, I was actually tempted to try and get another one, but I thought my luck is it's probably going to be another thing like that. So I'm just going to open it. I am actually going to open it. And see. Oh! Oh! Oh no! Well, it's a good job I didn't open it as well, because those sleeves are ripped at the bottom there. Both of them are completely ripped, which is a shame because they're anti-static sleeves. Oh, they're not ripped at the bottom, they're ripped at the side. Yeah, but those records are going right through. What I think I'll do in this case, since it's not at the bottom and only at the side, I am going to take some masking tape. Like this. There. Next I'm going to fix the sleeve at the side just to mainly stop them from pressing out any more. And that, so yeah, it's not skin against the record there, so put a bit of masking tape on it for these. I mean, it is good that they're just basic sleeves as well, that there's no pictures on it, so it isn't ruining any picture or anything like that. But yeah. There we go. Let's have a look at the record itself, shall we? I don't know if this is warped or not. It feels like it slightly is as well. I'm just seeing, I don't know, it's hard to come across on camera, but it feels like sort of a bit concaved on one side and convex on the other. It doesn't look, I don't know. The good thing is that since this one is actually so thin, because it is actually quite thin vinyl, this, hopefully that'll mean when I do play it on my turntable, basically the weight and that'll help it flatten. There is a lot of dust instantly sticking to this thing. There is just, God, I can feel it pulling my hairs there. It's just a static magnet. I'm actually going to leave the other one in, actually, because this one is just picking up dust like there's no tomorrow in the air. Look at that, it was perfectly clean a second ago. It is now thicker dust. I don't know if that is just off it or just picking it up out of the air. But those anti-static sleeves aren't stopping the static build-up. Do get a piece of artwork here, and song list. The artwork has a few pins and that in it as well. Is there a download code for this? No. They're basically a dead breed, basically. I wonder if you did buy it through Amazon, you would get the MP3s. Sometimes you do with Amazon. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Though I do know when you do get MP3s from Amazon when you order either a record or a CD, it is weirdly only 256 kilobit MP3s. I don't know why. I'll put that artwork in separately actually. Don't know why it's only 256 kilobit MP3s. And also, Amazon deliberately makes it as difficult as possible to actually download them. Like you have to download each one individually. Yeah, you can't just download them all in one go. Don't know why that's the case. But yeah. I wonder if it was some of the bend or damage I can see on the cardboard bit here that caused that to happen. Who knows? My hard drive slid down there during that. There we go. So, yeah, there we go. Everything's up to date and that. With how things are going. Blimey, this was a long sort of a waffle on there, but yay. Happy, I guess happy days, maybe. But yeah, there we go, people. There we go. Okay, so today is the 30th of July. Box here. This, I'll let you know first up. This box, what's inside it, cost me 20 quid. Total, if I remember correctly. How good bubble wrap. Always like to see some bubble wrap. Because of what this is. This is 20 years old. Well, nearly 19. This came out in 2006, the year after the film came out. And this is the other mug that they made. This is a latte mug. I've got the regular drinking mug, which might be my favourite Wallace and Gromit mug of all time. It is just a beautiful mug. But I've been waiting to try and get one of it, because finding these, you know, they don't pop up on eBay too often. They're not rare, but they don't show up that often. But when they do, finding one box is extremely difficult, particularly at a decent price. There was actually someone I remember at one point who was selling the prototype ones of these, though they're exactly the same as the final one. But yeah, I will give it a wash, and that afterwards to give it a clean. Ooh, it definitely needs it. It looks like it's had glitter or something in there. I don't know. It does need a little bit of a clean, but yeah, there it is. And it is a beautifully hand-painted mug. Very nice. So obviously this is a latte mug, obviously being, you know, taller and everything, but yeah, if you can hear that banging, that is my neighbour hammering a fence, which they've been doing now for weeks. And there you go. So yeah, you don't get, to be honest, they don't make ones like this that are, they still make hand-painted mugs, but I don't think ones that are quite as nice as this. To be honest, it is very nice. And it's not all flat, you know. It's actually, it's just sort of, I guess, a 2.5D mug, I guess you could call it. But nevertheless, a very nice mug. I've seen a lot of these loose, particularly, that are chipped as well. But you can see, you know, the fact that it's hand painted, you can see little bits there that aren't quite perfect. And that just to prove, you know, this is a hand painted and that mug. But I think I do prefer the other one to this one. I like the actual one with where it's got Gromit on one side, Wallace on the other side. But nevertheless, still an absolutely beautiful mug. Yeah, which I will never use as an actual mug. I don't think anyone uses them as actual mugs, to be honest. Maybe the PG Tips Gromit one. Maybe, who knows. Yeah, the other thing I've gotten recently is a new screen protector for my phone, which I haven't shown. My phone's actually downstairs. Uh, just because I've had the same screen protector on my phone since I got it 3.5 years ago now. In fact, now it's probably closer to 4. But yeah, it had started, unfortunately, starting to come away just at the top, and that the adhesive was starting to go, and that basically, I think it stretched out, expanded, because it was actually going over the top of the phone at the top and over the bottom at the bottom. And I think it stretched out over time. I think it expanded, one, possibly through heat, and two, just, that's what plastic does. Unfortunately, TPU plastic will try to expand. But when I took it off, actually, something I was surprised about is that it yellowed, actually, which obviously, of course it would. But it's something that you'd never think of. But, when I look at my phone screen now compared to how it was before, I do notice a difference in it. Particularly, obviously, now that has a brand new oleophobic coating on there, which, gets rid of fingerprints and stuff like that. The other one hadn't completely gone, but I can show you exactly what happens when one does go. Because here's my old phone. This is a Galaxy Note 8. That has had this screen protector on for years. And this is it's only ever had 2 screen protectors on. This is the second one it ever had on. But that isn't actually dirt. That is actually just completely matte, basically. Actually, some of it is dust, actually, to be fair. But you can see that the oleophobic coating that screen protectors have, you can see that it is completely gone. Obviously, very easy way to rectify that, get a new screen protector and put it on, there you go. Or buy oleophobic drops and rub them on there you go. Or just take the screen protector off, because the original phone's oleophobic coating will still be on there as well, and that one will be fine. But yeah, I just thought I'd natter on about a few things there at the end. But yeah, there we go, people, there we go.